Hello, and welcome to Beardo Reviews, Lars von Trier's Nymphomaniac, Volumes 1 and 2. I'm a Lars von Trier fan for sure, and when I went into this, I thought I knew everything you could possibly throw at me. And it's all there, every graphic sex shot you could imagine, violence, etc. But I didn't expect, number 1, it's a comedy. Number 2, it's an autobiography. And number 3, it is a fully intentional remake of Quentin Tarantino's Quilk. I'm about to eat my glasses. Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill. Yep, I'm serious. As to the comedy part, I do know that most folks who watch this are going to take it seriously and be very shocked. But realistically, the ironic framing of the story disallows any po-faced reading. This may be intense, but it's clearly viciously ironic from frame 1. And those of you who don't see the humor, by the time the Talking Head song comes on, you ain't going to find this thing funny in the first place. As to Kill Bill, not only does he name the films the same way, not only does he cast Uma Thurman, but any serious movie head will be able to catch the bushels of references to other films, all of his own, and 20 others at least, from Fight Club to Persona. And ironically, Fight Club also references Persona, which I didn't even catch until I rewatched the Bergman masterpiece for the first time in years last week. These two things are in service of one greater. These two things are in service of one great. One I can't even say it. These two things are in service of one idea. This movie is about von Trier himself and the way he loves, practices, and thinks about his art, to the point of making the film itself a five obstruction-style project via Quentin Tarantino, the Cannes Film Festival enfant terrible versus the Cannes darling, making one of the key sequences in Volume 2 a brutal physicalization of von Trier's Dogma 95 manifesto. It is a film built entirely on a meta-structure of two halves of his mind, the passionate immediate versus the obsessive intellectual, in dialogue in a virtually Mystery Science Theater 3000 running commentary, and the movie is so much about movies that her story becomes a pulp movie. By the second half, physical space becomes ridiculously collapsed through an impossibly small alley, and coincidences pile up on each other and are pointed out directly. But the greatest reference to Kill Bill is, spoiler, it is the very end when she sets herself free in exactly the same way, and it is almost a von Trierian joke, and the most von Trierian joke, spoiler again, is where an attempted rape is symbolically a happy ending. As for the argument in his mind, the passion of the film overwhelms the intellectual film comment style bullshit that I'm slinging right here. I am Beardo, and I give Lars von Trier's Nymphomaniac an A. I have to rehearse these.
Yes, you do.